I hope you're leaning over a bucket because we got an extra sweaty one for you this morning. College football season is in full swing, and I have to be honest, it's getting harder and harder for me to watch knowing that these college athletes aren't getting paid while the mascots run around making $10 million a year. It's not fair. These mascot salaries are in the high six figures, and the players who put their bodies on the line for the game every week get nothing? Something has to change. Creatures like Brutus Buckeye, Big Al the Alabama Elephant, and Bucky Badger are running around pulling in almost $1 million per game, getting rich off the backs of the players. Would someone like Big Red even have a job if it weren't for the Western Kentucky athletes themselves? I don't think so. How do you think it feels to be a college student, a star running back, let's say? You take your team to the championship and you see the kid who plays the Clemson Tiger driving up to practice in a Mercedes while you take the bus. Universities make millions off their sports programs, and where does most of that money go? Right into the mascots' huge furry pockets. Sometimes these guys are among the highest paid employees in the state. Just take a look at some of the houses these mascots live in. This is the Stanford Trees home in Palo Alto. It's insane. And check out this mansion on Marco Island. That's where Albert and Alberta Gator go for vacations. It's just their summer home, people. And don't get me started on Smokey, the dog who runs around the sidelines at the Tennessee games. Sure, he's a huge part of the team, I get that, but does he deserve to be raking in $9.1 million a year? No way! The last national title Smokey brought to Tennessee was in '98, before this version of the dog was even born. It's unfair! Sorry. Thanks for letting me vent. I love you all so much. Step into the sauna, folks. The NFL season is finally upon us, and the league is already navigating its fair share of PR debacles. The shield has fallen on hard times, and let's face it, the league is selling a product that many parents consider too dangerous for their children to watch, much less play. At this point, you have to wonder if football might be bad for the NFL. Yes, Commissioner Goodell has made player safety more of a priority in the last few years, but if the league wants to get serious about protecting players and salvaging its reputation, they need to consider cutting out football entirely. Sure, football helped make the NFL a household name, but times have changed. The sport is an albatross that's killing the league's image, and if you ask me, the NFL should focus more on things people love about the game. Double down on merchandise, tailgating, and selling commercial ad space. And if the owners insist on fielding teams, maybe it's time to consider switching to a more palatable sport like basketball. Certainly worked out for the NBA. And if the NFL doesn't act fast, they'll have the whole market cornered in no time. All right, after the break, we're closing in on the final rounds of the U.S. Open, and we want to hear your best grunts. Lines are open.